What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new disc golf video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the grips that you need to know to have success playing disc golf. If you're new to the game, you're in the right place, and if you've been playing for a while, you guys are in the right place. I'm going to be showing you some basic grips and basically how you want to hold the disc to have the most amount of success when you're playing disc golf. So I'm going to start off by showing you two common backhand grips, and number one is the power grip. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to have the disc and you're going to wrap your fingers under the rim here, and it comes down to preference if you want to put 3 under here or 4 with the pinky. Some people like to leave the pinky off if you have smaller hands. If you have larger hands, I feel like the pinky end gives you a good grip, and then you want to put that thumb just resting on top. And basically this is going to give you the most power to reach back and pull through and have a ton of power when you release the disc. And honestly, again, it comes down to preference on this, and this is my favorite, most used grip. I power grip a lot of things, and even if you have the power grip, it doesn't necessarily mean you throw it hard every time. You have a power grip because it has potential for power. It doesn't mean that you power every single shot. You have power potential, but you also have a lot of control, and you really do have a lot of comfortability when you have that power grip. Now I am left-handed, so this is going to be a little bit different. Obviously right-handed is weird for me, but it's normal for you guys, so keep that in mind throughout this video. And then the second grip, it really isn't good for a fairway driver, to be honest, but just grab one of my putters. The second grip that that is very popular is the fan grip. And basically you're still going to have your thumb resting on top, but instead of tucking your fingers in, like on the power grip, you're going to fan the fingers out just like the name. And this really comes down to preference. You could fan with 4 fingers, have a thumb resting. My preference is fanning with 3, having a finger on the rim where the bead is of my disc, and then having the thumb resting on top. I feel like I have more control that way. Some players feel like they have more control fanning their disc out or fanning their fingers out like this along their disc. It really does come down to personal preference in the long run. So there is the fan grip versus the power grip. Right there you can see, thumb moves a little bit, that moves a little bit there. So those are the 2 most common backhand grips that you're going to need to know. And also keep in mind that players have designed modifications to these grips that make them comfortable while playing. Keep that in mind. If you like the power grip, you find a grip that works for you, use that grip, because it really comes down to personal feel. Next, we're going to review forehand grip. I'm just going to use the Dynamic Disc Proof to do this because it's my most used disc for forehands. And basically what you're going to want to do to grip a forehand is have your 2 fingers, your pointer and middle, and find a spot that's really comfortable inside of the rim. You're going to want to put your middle finger in the rim and really get it set in there and push in the rim with the middle finger and the pointer finger. And then you're going to have the other 2, the ring finger and the pinky, resting on the rim of the disc to where it will look like that on either side. And then you're going to have your thumb over your pointer finger. So make sure your thumb is over your pointer finger, or if you have smaller hands, it's going to be different, or if you have, different hand sizes, it's going to be different. But make sure your thumb is pretty much aligned with your pointer finger. And this is basically a forehand or flick grip, and you obviously would hold it steady and flick the disc. So keep that in mind. This is I'm not good at flicking a disc, but I know how to properly grip it, and I've actually improved a lot with this grip. Don't just casually just step up there and throw it. Really get firm with your grip and really apply that good wrist action, and you'll get some actually really good flicks. I've gotten some pretty good ones with this disc, and I'm working on other discs as well. So if this is the first time you guys trying out these grips, don't sweat it, because I'm still not very good with the forehand, but I know I'm doing the right thing, I'm taking the right steps. So if this is the first time you try it with other things like that, also keep it in mind. And when you have a fan grip, also this is for shorter range shots. You're not going to fan grip off the tee in most scenarios, but this is what you would use to putt and things like that, just a fan grip. Also, there have been people who cut with power grips. If you go like this, have just a power grip, and you can just hyzer it in. That's another thing. So don't feel like you're limited to only cutting with the fan grip or only, doing things like that. There are other forehand grips as well. I'm just teaching you guys the basic grips that you need to know, and maybe you should been gripping it wrong all these years, and you need to try this out. I highly recommend it. So in review, we're going to go ahead and show the power grip. It's either, let me do it with this hand, I guess, because for all you righties out there, bam, like that, thumb on top, or pinky out, boom, 3-finger, boom, 3-finger, thumb for stability. Really good power potential there. Power grip is my most used personally, so maybe that helps you guys out, I'm not sure. Then fan grip, either boom, 4 fingers there, thumb on top, or pointer finger on the rim to give you more control, doesn't matter to me. And then forehand, obviously dig it in there, fingers resting, boom, you see how it works there, fingers resting there, thumb on top, flip. So those are 3 main grips you need to know for disc golf. If you guys enjoy these tips or just overall disc golf videos, kind of like not actually on the course, just like disc golf discussion, tips and tricks, experience stories, I got a lot of that for you guys. So this is going to be kind of the middle of the week uploads, because obviously I go out and play on the weekends because of school. So this is the middle of the week uploads for me. So if you guys do enjoy these videos, definitely show them some love by leaving a like, subscribing, and commenting. If you guys have any questions for me, I will gladly answer them in the comment section down below. If it's about grips or anything disc golf related or anything in general, I'd be happy to answer your questions. So again, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe. Thank you for watching these disc golf videos. It means a lot. But that wraps this one up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.